Artie Langs reporting exciting breaking news. Old Vincenzo special report from the 33rd floor high atop the gorgeous, beautiful $6.69 studio. Old Vincenzo for free has released again. Gold, silver mining hedge fund, personal ETF, life-changing wealth transfer well underway, and information has been suppressed by mainstream media and financial news outlets. The time is now to take action to prepare and financially take advantage of the wealth transfer with this historic 100 years silver bull market that is currently taking place. This is a free journey with a free subscription down below. Like the channel, share it to get the truth, education, information, and integrity for free super chat to support channel peace and love.
Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, bell notification, and most importantly for free, subscribe down below. Good 19th day of May, if we can believe this already. Steadily inching our way closer towards the much anticipated Memorial Day holiday weekend and the official start of the summertime season on a gorgeous, crystal clear blue skies, but hazy, slightly hot and humid start to the early mid-morning in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois, with a temperature of 80 degrees J out at the Central Illinois Airport in Bloomington. And we ask you to bell notification, comment down below, subscribe, and share to get that truth, education, entertainment, and integrity you've come to expect and deserve to navigate and invest in the manipulated and infiltrated markets of the stock market, the gold and silver bullion market, the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin, and the XRP community. We're here to sidestep and audible the market manipulation and the fleecing that goes on, and educate and inform ourselves, as I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on this radio show. These are only my own personal opinions on the market and what I am actually doing to invest in the once-in-a-lifetime silver bull market, generational wealth transfer in the mining sector, along with the gold and silver commodity bullion that nobody's talking about. And then we start off with the XRP, and then I have two phenomenal gold companies that one of them's moved out, three gold companies that I'm not endorsing as an investment, but showing you companies that I am currently heavily invested in. And two of them haven't really done anything yet, and I think they're about to, and I think there's an opportunity there for people to strike. But you can see with my beautiful chart here with a bunch of different prices on here and the zoomed out time frame, we got rejected in the ultimate bull run of the XRP price back there in the 2017 and in the January of 2018 ultimate euphoria, the biggest euphoria you still have seen in the XRP community, nearly approaching $3.30, just about $3.29. And then in the biggest bull market in cryptocurrency history, the most hysteria, the most influencers, the biggest hype train, baby, on social media, YouTube, TikTok, and MSNBC, ABC, Fox News, CNN, and the rest of them. They were hyping it up more than anything we've ever seen during the hyper-induced, COVID-induced pump, and still XRP could only get up to the $1.93, and still the volume was marketably lower than the last pump. And this is in the monthly time frame, and this is critical. Here was the volume and the biggest hype train ever with the XRP army. Coin gets diluted via billions of coins getting released out of escrow strategically every month, and they're open and honest about it. The biggest bull market and cryptocurrency and hype train history for the cryptos, and look at the volume right there. It wasn't even close. We had a little bit longer of a time frame of up volume, but the max peak of volume was marketably lower, along with the mean of the volume was marketably lower. And then in the third rally in the Bitcoin, just recently, that blew to all-time highs, we didn't really have any momentum or volume. Even with the big judge-induced pump last year, it really didn't do anything, right? So that's very interesting. It's something that I'm watching out for in the XRP price with the XRP volume, right, in the monthly time frame. And I think that is something that you should absolutely pay attention to, because if you need you need volume to sustain moves and to forward up the price, as if you're releasing more and more shares of something. So that to me is very interesting. And then to me, what else is very interesting in the XRP price is we've been in this rising channel, which is a bear flag. if you look at it in the macro time frame and get out of the micro time frame and look in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, and the 3 monthly, right? You can see there's your flagpole, and this is your extended flag, right? Which I don't like when they get that extended, when the flagpole is twice as long as the flagpole. But I still think this is probably going to break down, and if it does break down, you can see even in a smaller time frame, we had a little mini dump, and then now we've had this consolidation, and you could say when this breaks down, a targeted move would be that flagpole to the bottom, which would bring you right to 37 cents. And if you do break and slip this underneath support that we've been talking about in the XRP price, you're going to slip down to the 37 cents, and then you would slip down even farther into the VP volume indicator range in red. And that's something that this saved you last time 2 years ago now, back here in this great consolidation after the big dump right there, where we had a couple of lending platforms that offer interest payments via selling their own tokens and getting new people to stake their coins on their platform. Those companies like FTX was one of them. Three Arrows Capitals was another. I think there was a Bitfinex in there, and they all went bankrupt because they can't pay 10, 6, 12% interest on their coins and new coins when the people that literally print money at the bank can only give you 5% for a year. Where are they coming up with the other 5? They're not. They're either bringing in new investors to pay the interest of old stakers, which is a Ponzi scheme, and or they're doing that along with selling their own tokens out of escrow or holding to give their stakers 20% or 10% or 4%, and then their own token, whatever they own, and then they go bankrupt too because it's not sustainable. You can't do that. Usually what happens is the coin that they're giving to pay the interest goes down 50, 60, 80% really quick, and then everyone's account that we're staking is down equivalent. So what do you care if you get 20% more Bitcoin in Bitcoin staking if by the time you can cash out, the Bitcoin's down 50% from when you put it in, right? So that's just something to pay attention to on what's going on there. But I think this will break down, or could break down. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I think it breaks down, and then you end up coming down into here. And then we get into some uh-oh areas because some more on a big cryptocurrency flush again after the big market pump and the all-time highs in Bitcoin. If we get another 50% dump in Bitcoin, all the new companies that started to come in the bear market that were doing the same things, the Three Arrows Capital and the Bitfinexes and the Lunas of the world, Sam Bankman-Fried's, the new companies come in and do the same thing until they get too big. Usually it takes about a year and they go under, right? So, but the next big crypto bear market, because some of these coins, and some of the bad things about this is if you were waiting for the big move in XRP, or you were waiting for the big move in Algo. I mean, you did have a big move in Algo right there that you could have traded, but waiting for all-time highs, which none of these coins really did anything, according to getting back to all-time highs. Some of there was great capital appreciation if you bought bottoms or averaged in near bottoms, right? But you've missed major opportunities in the gold and silver mining sector, right? And three companies that haven't moved yet. Barrick Gold is one of the biggest gold companies and gold producers and silver producers and mining producers in the world, right? They do most of their mining in the United States and Canada, right? They're a $31.40 billion market cap. They pay 2.23%. They have a PE of 21.4, 0.82 earnings per share, and $11.587 billion in revenue, right? This is a solid company, Barrick Gold, and they've been in a big consolidation. Even though they're up 40% in 5 years, they're up 2,762% all time. They've had a huge consolidation, and I believe, in my own personal opinions, and just as fair value, and for to let everybody know, I do own in Barrick Gold for 200, 300, about 360 shares of Barrick Gold at $17, right, as an average price. And I do believe this is very, very undervalued. And you can see back by where the dinosaur was when they started. Barrick Gold came out in the 80s onto the stock market, had a huge pump, then a dump, and then had the massive rally into the mid-90s, and then had a big dump, right? Then had a huge pump up with the gold market. And obviously it runs sort of partial. If gold's in a big bear market, obviously they sell gold and silver. They would be in some kind of a bear market. But you can see since we had the last bull market in 2013, we had the huge flush, and we went down nearly 90%, I believe, if we look at this, and we've been trying to trade out of this since. And some could say this is a bear flag, where you have your flagpole and then your flag, and you should technically break down, right? But technicals and technical trading is only a part of actually what goes on, and if the price is going to appreciate and break out or go down, right? And I believe we're going to have a huge bull market in Barrick Gold, as they are extremely undervalued. They have very good earnings, and I think we're going to start to run back up very quickly and reach the 2021 COVID high back here in right around $30-32. And I think eventually this is threatening to me to come back to all-time highs in the 50s, right? And then could even pull a Franco-Nevada, because they're such a big company. They make a lot of money. I could see this going as in the next $100 gold company, right? But I am in the short term with Barrick Gold. And what I'm trying to tell you is I think we're going to at least get back into this pattern that we're in, right? That some could say it's a bearish pattern. I think with all the outside factors, not looking at the technicals, with the financials of Barrick Gold very strong, the forward-looking earnings very strong, the gold price all-time highs, silver price skyrocketing, threatening to push all-time highs, copper and nickel all-time highs, right? Very healthy company and very good grounds they're mining. I think we're at the very least very quickly going to get back up into this pattern and be at the top part of it and be somewhere, come on now, guy. Come on, you know, and be somewhere up there very quickly, up near the $24 to $26 range, which from current price or from my buy-in price at $17, that's a very healthy move to get back near $25. Would be a 46, 44, 37% to get to 23.38. And I think we are coming back up to retest, which is nearly a 50% move. And I believe this is very undervalued and a very strong buy. And obviously B2 Gold, I feel like their forward-looking earnings are strong. They mined very good last year. Their earnings are good. They're making a lot of money, and I believe this is going to bust out big time. And we're going to be threatening the $5 range very soon. And I think within 12 months, from today, we're going to be up here at all-time highs and back at the 2022 highs, and we're bouncing off the VP volume indicator. And I think we're going to very quickly run from this $3 as soon as we get over it. We're going to very quickly clear the $3 and get all the way up into the $4 range very quickly, and that's a very big pump. And I do believe this is another company that's going to hit all-time highs. It has not come off its bear market since gold was in a 2-year bear market. Gold the last 8 months, bullion has been rising over all-time highs. Silver's been skyrocketing. Copper's at all-time highs. Wheat and sugar were nearing all-time highs. And B2 Gold and Barrick Gold are sitting down here on their bear market lows still. Very little rallying yet. As a matter of fact, B2 Gold is just coming off of its bear market low at $2 and about 42 cents, $2.38. And I believe this is the time to buy, because it's going to move, and it's going to move quick. And if you're going to get into this, and it has a 5.7%, 5.65% dividend, you want to buy below $3. You don't want to buy at $3.48. You don't want to buy once it hits $4.35 again, and you definitely don't want to buy at $5 and $7.56. You want to buy now, and you want to ride the pump, just like we've rode the pump in Kinross Gold. And I still think Kinross Gold is very cheap. Could this break down and trade down and go towards $1? Yes, but I think this, as one of the bigger gold companies in the country, pays a very good dividend. I think this thing is very undervalued, and this is another one that I believe is going to be coming up near all-time highs in the next 12 to 18 months. And this is in my gold portfolio, and old Vincenzo started his old hedge fund, and I'm the only member that's allowed in, but I do share what I do own in my own Vincenzo's hedge fund. It is not trademarked. It is not anywhere to buy. It is just my own personal basket of silver and gold mining and commodity stocks that I've sniffed out and detected that I feel are good long-term investments that I've been accumulating since 2019. And therefore, it is my own ETF. I've created my own ETF, my own hedge fund. And this is my first official trade, and we're going to see what we can profit, right? We have $23,000 account value. We're up several $1,000s. And the accounts that we own in Old Vincenzo's hedge fund, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you listen to me, trade with me, buy what I buy, sell what I sell? Absolutely not. You should make your own educated and informed decisions. I'm just sharing my own personal opinions on the commodity market, the financial market, and what I am actually doing. I'm freely showing you without asking for money, without making you pay a paywall, without telling you to join this or subscribe to that. I'm just asking for a like and a subscription for free down below with Super Chat if you would like to support channel, and I will continue to show you my hedge fund, my own personal ETF that I've created myself, and what I have in there is Rivian, 440 shares, Barrick Gold, roughly 360 shares, B2 Gold, at least 2,000 shares, probably a little bit more. It is my biggest holding in this hedge fund. Kinross Gold, 400 shares, and we are up 60% in Kinross Gold. Silver, several hundred ounces of silver ETF on here, right? And we're doing well on that. Gold bullion, we own a good amount of gold bullion ETF. Platinum, we own some of that ETF, right? Fortuna Silver, we own 200 shares, and we are actually our first one bagger. We're up 100%, but it is my lowest holding in my gold fund. Pan America Silver, my second lowest holding, but we do have about $2,300 in it, about 100 and something shares, whatever that comes out to be about 2,000 or a little bit more. We are up on the position. First Majestic Silver, we owned 500 shares, and we're up about 60% on the position. Apollo Platinum, very small position. And Vodafy, small position, right? And this is my hedge fund. I have I have two gold stocks, gold companies, three silver mining companies, a precious metal company, a European utility company, and an electric vehicle company. These are the stocks. These are my holdings. This is my hedge fund. That is my own personal ETF that I've made for myself, and we'll see if this $23,000 account value can 1 or 2x over the course of the next several years. Peace and love and safe investing.